Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome to Kaiserpunk, a city builder grand strategy game set in an alternative 20th century world. So we have our own little city-state which we work on and build up with homes and factories and production chains and all those kind of very familiar city buildery things, but on a more global scale we have to deal with other regions. We could ally with them, we could trade with them, or there might even be a little bit of a war going on between us. I do think that maybe fighting is quite a big part of this game, and everything we do affects the narrative of the game. The game kind of has an underlying narrative going on, and all the things that we do change that story, which I do like the sound of. I mean, I do like a game with a story. That's always a very good thing indeed. I like games with stories, and ones that kind of react to what we're doing, that's even more intriguing. So yes, it looks like a very interesting game, and also visually, it looks great. It's got a sort of wonderful, almost bleak wartime aesthetic to it. I do like how it looks. So yes, I thought we should go and have a little nosy, and here we are. Now this is the demo of the game, which is available on Steam right now as I record this. It went live today, I believe, and as always, if you're interested, there is a link to the Steam store page in the video description where you can check the game out a little bit more, and also have a go at the demo if you would like to. But anyway, here we go. Let's pop into an alternate timeline and see how we get on. Okay, so first we have to give our leader a name, then we pick their heritage, then we give the city a name, and then we get to pick a little portrait of the leader. And I do like this. I like it when games do this. It just gives it a little extra touch of kind of personalisation. I don't know if this is going to do much in terms of actually how the game plays, but I do like that we can do this. So, okay, our name, Evelyn Fisher, has been randomly generated. No, we will go for the one and only, of course, Betty Cupboard. And I think Betty can be you. There we go, that can be Betty. The city name, let's go for a good old classic. Let's go for Cupboardia because we know where we are with that. And then choose your heritage. What's this about? Oh, it's like a sort of a national bonus type thing. Okay. Right, what do we want then? Salvage and repair, army deployment. Is there anything which means we're all sort of happy? Is there anything which means we're all jolly and happy and we're all getting on, all that kind of stuff? Passive morale bonus. Yes, I like that. There's so many. There are so many of these. Oh my goodness me. Faster naval trade from a maritime silk route. Nomads. Staunch discipline. Good grief, there are so many. Yeah, we will go for harmony. A passive morale bonus. Let's make sure that everybody is all jolly and happy in Cupboardia. I like the sound of that. Yes, let's go for that. So there we go. Betty Cupboard, you're ready to rule over Cupboardia with your harmony heritage.
In the early 20th century, the world was consumed by the flames of an unending conflict. The Great War, which was expected to draw to a close, instead spiraled into an abyss of perpetual warfare. The hopes for peace and restoration shattered as the envoys of the Versailles Peace Treaty were brutally assassinated, plunging the world into further chaos. As the years rolled on, the global stage transformed into a battleground where nations fought relentlessly, their war machines fueled by unquenchable thirst for power and dominance. Monarchies and empires, once pillars of strength, crumbled under the weight of constant warfare and the shifting tides of history. A battalion of battle-weary soldiers, having deserted the relentless conflict, returned to their once familiar land, only to discover a haunting sight, a desolate wasteland of ruins. Amidst the crumbling remains of a nation, they encounter the lingering echoes of war, grappling with the ghosts of their past and the harsh realities of a world forever changed. Undeterred, they rally together, fueled by a resilient spirit to rebuild not just their lives, but also their shattered nation.
Okay, right, jolly happy start then, everyone's all lovely and cheerful, and now a chappie down here, Arthur Mitchell, is saying some scumbags have dug in, but I think we can take them. They don't really scream experience. We could use the place to rest and recover, maybe even for a season. Okay, so is he referring to that place there? Has that church been taken over by some ne'er-do-wells? Okay, right, we're in a cutscene, some sort of fighting is happening. I assume this is us kind of sieging the bad guys over here. They do appear to have two great big kind of tower things. It looks like we're doing quite well. It looks like we're doing okay. There are some explosions going on. Oh, there's a big explosion. Okay, that's probably quite good for us, isn't it? There we go. Every journey starts with a single step. It's not much, but it's a start. The battalion has expelled the violent brigands from a local church and established a headquarters there. Okay, so yes, there were troublemakers in the church, but now we've got rid of them and now we're there, okie doke. So can we now go and have a little look around? Yes, we can. And look at it, it looks wonderful. I mean, the weather isn't great. The weather isn't great, but, you know, maybe the sun will come out at some point, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Look at that, that's a huge crate of ammo. That's a massive crate of ammo those two chaps there have got. Wow. Oh, hang on. Time is ticking by. I think it's about time we ask a very important question. Say it along with me, everybody. Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. Wonderful stuff. Right, now that time is paused, let's go and have a little look around, shall we? Although, we haven't paused the rain. The rain is still falling, even though everything else is paused. But there you go. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey rain going on. Okay, so we have a church over here. There is a vehicle outside. There is a chappie repairing the vehicle. And then there's some guard type people over here. We've got ourselves a few tents kind of back here. There's somebody there with... there's some big kind of... What is that? It could potentially be water or maybe fuel. I'm not entirely sure. Somebody else kind of carrying a box around. And then, if we zoom out, what do we have? There's like a little sort of a village going on. Or what remains of a village. I think maybe some bits seem intact. They're intact. Those bits seem sort of complete, but these bits are less intact, I think it's fair to say. They've seen better days, those houses. Right, okay. Oh, okay. Click to start event. Okay, that's probably quite an important thing to do. What do we have, though, in terms of... Just, the map's actually quite big. Good grief, the map is... How big is the map? Oh, the map is absolutely enormous. I thought the map was going to be quite small, but no, the map is absolutely huge. Look at the size of the map. Wow. Okay, right, that's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so right, the world is very, very big. And then just very quickly, before we click on that sort of shiny thing, what do we have up here? So we've got 5,000 money, possibly. Looks like money, so 5,000 generic kind of units of currency. We've got no labourers. We've got no manufacturers. We've got no technicians. We've got no specialists. And we have no morale. And then we've got some sort of... Oh, hang on. Yes, we've got electricity, we've got water, we've got plywood, we've got no bricks, we've got no concrete and no glass. So hang on. So electric and water are on 0. Bricks, concrete and glass are on 0. There's no morale. We've got no people. So all we have, all we have over here is 5,000 units of money and some plywood. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. As long as we can eat plywood, everything will be marvellous. Okay, let's click on this thing here and see what happens. Welcome to the world of Kaiserpunk. Thank you very much. It's a rather bleak world. Yeah, we noticed that, at least in the beginning. Okay, maybe that implies the sun is going to come out, but we're certain you'll turn it around, especially with the help of the diligent citizens of your city-state. Now you've taken over the local church and set up as your base operations, let's take a few minutes to become familiar with the interface and your surroundings. Okay. Oh, right, hello there. It's difficult to do something with nothing, but we can use the ruins to our advantage. If we send our boys to clear the rubble, we'll salvage some resources and make some room while we're at it. 2 birds, 1 stone. I suggest we start with the town square. Okay, so I assume that's the town square. Okay, hang on, we're all fine with basic controls, game. That's all okay. Right, okay, so tick on you. Are you going to keep telling us to do the town square thing? Okay, salvaging. Here you go. You'll encounter many reminders of the devastation, and most of these can be salvaged for useful resources or other rewards, or even repaired. Once repaired, you'll be able to move them around like any other building. Okay, so I think then... oh, I haven't done the thing yet. Okay, something else has happened. There's somebody on a tractor. Hello, tractor driving person. Can we have your tractor to help us do some farming? That'd be good. So are we demolishing this? Or are we fixing it up? That's the town square, I think. Okay, we've got a little exciting kind of zoomy bit round here as well. And then, yeah, I mean, it looks good. Look at it. It looks wonderful. These sort of visuals on it are very, very impressive. But, yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to be looking at. Are we supposed to be focusing on something? There's a farm. There's a farm. The tractor's gone to the farm. Cleared the village. Oh, Okay, we didn't do any of that though. Within several weeks, almost half the ruined village was cleared, yielding a trove of valuable resources and land cleared of obstacles for further construction. Meanwhile, battalion members will take on the task of scouting the area and vigilance against would-be enemies to ensure the safety of the fledgling community. So this is where we're starting our little kind of city-state. It's all going to begin here from that kind of church. So we've picked up more plywood, yay, got some bricks, got some wood, got some vegetables, and we have some bread. Okay, vegetable sandwiches for everybody, marvellous. Right, that is very good. So now it looks a little bit different. All that's being cleared out. So there were sort of houses over there, which again were looking a little bit kind of worse for wear. So I've got rid of all of those. And then over here, we've got... Oh, okay, we didn't want to do these though. We've left a few. We've left a few reminders. But yeah, where was that farm? There was a farm somewhere. Where did the guy just drive his tractor to? There was somebody driving a tractor. Where did... Okay, I don't know where they've gone. I'm not entirely sure where they've gone. We're going to move time on. And just... Oh, hang on. No, there's a thing. There's a thing. And now I can't move or do it. Okay, hang on. I think the game's gone a bit wibbly. Hang on. Oh, no, there we go. We're back. We're back. Right. So there's another event over here. Those guys are still moving that ammo box. That's how big that ammo box is. They're still moving it around. Okay, what's next? So Arthur again. Job's done. Some civilians who were hiding in the ruins joined us too. We should consider providing some housing, or our people will start falling ill. 2 small blocks should kick things off in the right direction. Okay, so now we are going to do some good old classic city builder things. I imagine we are going to build homes and farms and all that kind of stuff. Constructing buildings is a main way to expand your capital, increase production of resources, and in general become a stronger power. Yeah, okay, makes perfect sense. Build stuff to help you do more stuff. The default view shows building categories at the bottom of the screen. Okay, there we go. Choose a category and then build a thing. Okay, right, so we need to build some houses. Okay, so what do we got there? Labourer house. Okay, that might help because we've got nobody at all. So if we get a couple of these, like it said... Oh, there you go. We've got a quest log now. Low density housing for labourers. Okay, so I think we build this... Yeah, we've got kind of roads in place, haven't we? So I think what we'll do is if we build that... R is rotate. Okay. Oh, and B... is cycle the model. Oh, I quite like that. There's only 2 right now, but there's 2 to labourer houses is okay. So we'll put one there, and then we'll put the other one like that, and that can be a different one. So pop that in, and there we go. With a sigh of relief and joy, members of the battalion and some of the local civilians who joined you welcome the completion of the first houses. Many will be needed soon rather than later, but it's a welcome sight nonetheless, and we get 20 labourers. Okay. Not linked to the town centre, check road connections. Okay, the first houses have been built. They're not the best, but they'll do. At least they're dry and warm, which can't be said for the pathways. The smart choice is to clear out some roads. Nothing fancy, a simple dirt road will do it for now. At least it'll prevent some injuries. Okay, yeah, that is implying they're not connected. So I guess we're going to need a road network. There we go, a very familiar thing. Connect things up to roads. Okay, that I imagine... Oh, that's transport buildings. No, dirt road. There we go. Dirt road. I mean... Oh, okay, hang on a minute. I've done... I didn't mean to do that. Is time paused? Yes, time is paused. Okay, so left click to add road points. So if we wanted a road going from there to... Why is it... I'm very confused. Can't the road go to there? I'm a bit befuddled as to why the road is going all this way, but I'm going to click that. Right. So the road can't go along here, and it can't go... It can go through here. Okay, right. Connect that up. Okay. So we've connected that up. Connect the houses to the town. And the town centre also needs a thing like that. There we go. Connect all. Your new capital may be emerging from war and destruction, but that is no excuse for chaos. A good road network connecting every nook and cranny will ensure the township evolves properly and in order. And now that you have the first pioneers living in your capital, it's time for the battalion to step down. From now on, salvage or repairs will have to be handled by your citizens. Okay, so now it's kind of all come over to us. I think... Let's just connect that up like that. I feel like the road network should go around there. Okay, right. Unpause time then. Let's unpause time. Is there going to be another thing? There we go. There's another event. What else can we build? What else can we build right now? An advert pillar, a lamp, a oh, there's decoratives. There's decoratives. Can we put a little planter down? That might be quite nice. Can't put it there. There's a little gap here on that corner, look. Can we make that into a nice little sort of decorative area? Just to make people feel a little bit happier. They can come down here and look at this. Or we can zoom in quite a bit. Let's put that in the middle, like that. I quite like that. And then we've got, a statue. Oh, hang on. That's going to look quite good. So if we pop that there, and then little kind of planter thing in front of it, and then maybe a couple of lamps. There we go. We've made a little feature in the middle, and there's sort of like a memorial wall type thing. Right. Okay, that's quite good. So can we now salvage this? So how do we do it? Do we just click? Is that salvage? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Is a salvage button down here? Copy, demolish. I kind of feel like that should be something. That should be a button that allows us to do something, but it's not functioning properly. I don't know what that's doing. Resources to salvage. Yeah, I want to do some salvaging, please, but I don't quite know how. Toggle repair, upgrade, toggle move, toggle copy, toggle demolish mode. Okay, so what if I don't want to demolish any of those things though, and if we demolish something here we're going to lose resources. I don't know how you salvage things, game. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that will tell us. This is a hell of a start, but we won't be able to feed everyone by scavenging for mouldy bread and rotten vegetables. Absolutely. We're barely scraping by for food, and more refugees appear every day. We have to start producing some food, or our small community won't last long. The good side is that most battalions from the countryside, they're no strangers to farming, and a simple vegetable farm will suffice for starters. Okay, right, so build a vegetable farm. Okay, and that's just basically saying, yeah, production is nice and easy, and some buildings require no input, like farms and mines and things. Each production cycle, which lasts for 12 in-game hours, there you go. So 12 in-game hours is one cycle of food or whatever. If you're mining, one sort of cycle of, I don't know, coal or stone or whatever. Okay, right. So now we need to build a farm. I mean, there's farming stuff over here. There's farming stuff here. Again, I would like to clear this out the way, but I'm not quite sure how that works. I think let's keep the farming stuff over here. I mean, is this good for farming? I don't really know. That's going to be agricultural buildings. So a farm produces vegetables and a grain field. Okay. So I think... Oh, crikey. Oh, okay, right. It's a kind of a full set thing. Right. Okay. I thought maybe it would be, you place a farm down and then build fields around it. But no. So if we go like that, and then we need to connect it up to the road network. A very humble beginning, isn't it? Just the humble vegetable farm will become the cornerstone of the future of our entire nation, providing your people with the most basic of needs. It's a good start, but you're not there yet. The goods need not only be produced, they must also flow. It's time to set up the lifeblood of your up-and-coming capital, and I suspect this is where things might go a little bit wonkaloids, because now we're going to have to do some sort of thing where we kind of, arrange where people take goods to and from, and do logistics, and I'm generally not very good at this kind of thing, but we shall see what happens. I think another thing will have appeared over there. Production on the vegetable farm is underway, says Arthur. We should consider what to do with the produce. I mean, eating it, probably a good idea. Pop it in between some of that bread you were talking about. Even if it's mouldy, it'll be fine. Just leaving it on the farm isn't a real option. The smarter approach would be to build a depot and let it take care of the logistics. Okay, so now we need to build a depot. All goods that are produced in your capital must be transported between buildings. Usually this means the goods are transported to and from depots, which is why all production buildings require a direct road link to a nearby placed depot. Okay, and then transporters go and deal with the stuff. Right, build a depot. So that would be transport building. There we go, a depot. How big? Oh, it's quite big. It's quite a big building. Could we, given that we want it to connect to the road network, put it there and then connect that up like that? Okay, the depot, more than likely the first of many, has dispatched its transporters. With good organisation and a touch of luck, this is just the start of a future bustling economy, brimming with goods being carried back and forth. Okay, if you say so. So now we should have people working on the farm, and I think there are people working on the farm. People are actually turning up. Hang on, can we see you actually doing anything? Yeah, look, they're actually properly working on the stuff. And can we just look at what they're growing? They are growing cabbages, which normally is the kind of, the peasanty dream, but they're not sort of peasants. They're not kind of feudal peasants anymore. They're sort of, maybe it's the labourer's dream now. The sort of modern equivalent, I guess. I don't know. And then, people over here. Oh, look, he's got a little forklift. He's pootling around in a forklift. And do you know what? Good job. Good job. Very good. Good. You've passed you've got your forklift license. You've passed your test. That's very impressive. Well done, you. Okay, back over here we go. So what's next? Governor. Ooh, Governor. All right, Gov. What we've accomplished here in mere weeks is astonishing. But the township is to go strong. We'll need more manpower, a larger workforce to handle all the production needed. Our scouts have reported finding more locals hiding among the ruins, but they won't join us if they have no place to stay. The best way to entice them to join is to provide housing. I think that's it. I think those things kind of tick down. Right, okay, so we need workers to do lots of stuff. Immigration is a main way to get more people in your capital. Immigrants arrive from the outside, meaning that other regions of the world, although initial interest already exists within your capital region, meaning from other regions of the world. The higher the immigration interest, the quicker the immigration pool will rise, which only helps you to achieve your goals. Additional people can be found by exploring the local ruins and resolving stories. I want to get to that, please. Okay, so we need to just put houses down. And the more houses we put down, the more likely it is that people are going to move in. Right, you've explained that in a very complicated way, game, but okay, I'm with you on that. We'll change the buildings, just to make it look a little bit different. So, like that. Build 2 more. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do, game? I'm going to go Maverick. Look at this. Look, I've built many. Look at me building my many buildings. And then connect it up with a road, please. Yeah, is that the road one? Yes, okay. Oh, bit of saving happening. Marvellous. And then up like that. Okay, more room. There we go. So we've got more room. 30 labourers and 10 manufacturers. Okay, so now we have, I think eventually, hopefully 10 manufacturers are going to move in. So 3 are waiting on immigration and 1 is interested in immigrating. We've got 39 unemployed labourers. I mean, should we not get them doing something else? Can we not get them doing some more stuff? Salvaging for materials can only get so far. We cannot rely on scavenge parties to stumble on construction materials. We must produce these on our own. I suggest setting up the production of plywood. Okay, so we take wood from a forester and then it goes into a lumberyard or a plankery where it's turned into plywood. If you place them close together, small trucks will transport the resources directly, which is a great way to optimise goods transportation in your city. Right. Okay, so now we need to get some plywood on the go. So trees are sort of over here, and there's quite a lot of trees over here. Although there's something there which looks like it might be work. Oh, a damaged building. Damaged building, okay. Again, I do want to do some salvaging, but I'm not entirely sure how. I kind of feel like that should be a salvage button, but it's clearly not doing anything. Maybe then, if we build... Up here's a little bit closer, isn't it? If we gather wood from there, so show utilities. So get a forester. Oh, okay, it's a massive kind of sort of it's built up, sort of built-in site, if you like. It's got its own trees on the forester tile sort of thing. Okay, so if we put that there, leaving a little gap for a road in case we need one, and then put the lumberyard opposite, that should be fine. And then obviously get the road connected up and all that kind of jazz. So put that in like that. Okay, there we go. Building not working properly. No depot nearby. Okay. Brilliant. Self-sustaining production of plywood marks a pivotal moment in your fledgling capital. You're no longer reliant on scavenging like a nomad or an animal. It's a significant step forward, but only one of many to follow. Absolutely. Right, okay. So, Let's just let time tick on a little bit. Right, that's complaining about a lack of a depot. So let's get one of those in, shall we? Was it there? Which one was it? No. Oh, no, it was there, wasn't it? It was there. Can we? Oh, we can fit one in like that, look. We can fit one in like that. And then we can have a road coming around like that to link that bit up. Okay, so they should now be okay. That's not working properly. Not enough production resource. Oh, they've probably not got any wood to go into it yet. Okay, that's fine. We do appear to have 299 plywood. That's quite a lot of plywood. We're going to build many, many shelves. Right. Okay, so now we go back down here again. Crikeys. I'm getting reports of some less than flattering words directed at you, Governor. I mean, yeah, it happens a lot. It's not the first time. It seems the civilians aren't pleased, with their end of the bargain. It's somewhat understandable, since we're basically asking them to live off vegetables alone and not much else. You might have to look into producing at least some wheat bread to supplement their meals. Yes. Okay, yeah, bread. We're going to make bread. And then we're done. As we always say in the Geek Cupboard, if you're doing a settlement builder type thing, and then you're able to get bread, if you can make your own lovely, freshly baked loaves of bread, then, yeah, that's it. Big tick in a box. You're kind of fine. You'll be fine then. Morale depends on fulfillment of basic needs. Okay, right, basically keep people happy and it's all going to be a lot better. Right, so bread production. So I imagine we need to get ourselves a grain field, which we can put... I mean, let's put it next to the other farm. If we pop that in like that, and then we're going to need... here we go. Then a flour mill, and then a bakery. Okay, so a flour mill is going to have to go here. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, they bring it round the corner. So flour mill, just there, and then bakery, rotate it round, just there, and then get the road thing all set up. So bring that up, and then across. Then can we bring it down? Oh, the labourers seem pleased that you've heard them and responded, which is of course great, although I have my doubts that we'll have similar luck with some other groups that might wander into our little town. Oh, okay. The stable production of bread. Perhaps the simplest yet so essential a resource will help in the short term, but they're just the basis. You are a bit of a Debbie down here. It's like, well, you've done a thing, and that's sort of okay, but you'll have to do some more. You're right, I know, it's fine. Leave me alone. I'm trying to repair the world. Right, bring that down, and then bring that in like that. Okay, so we've got a little kind of road loop there, and it would be quite good if we just brought that across like that as well, just to make a little kind of connection there, to maybe make life easier. There we go. Right, so plenty. We're minus 34 labourers down. Okay, unemployed minus 34. That's probably not great, is it? Maybe we should look at getting some more labourer housing in. Just pop another one there and another one there. Just get another two. They're all connected in. And then maybe people will kind of migrate in. Don't know how many they can hold. 20. Okay, so if they both fill up, I think, are these all full? They seem to all be... Oh, no, that's only got 2 out of 20. Okay, so we have got some room now for more people to move in. If we get another one and just sort of pop that in there, that should see us good for labourers for quite a long time, if they all fill up. Right, okay, lovely. And then over here... we've got our little kind of wheat farm, and they've got tractors. They've got sort of ye olde tractors. So, yeah, I kind of get the feeling, looking at the buildings and the vehicles and the tech and the sort of way people are dressed and stuff, it's sort of, yeah, it's like World War One. And then, as we saw in that little intro thing, it sort of, World War One didn't properly end. It didn't sort of finish. So time has moved on a little bit. So it's not sort of World War One anymore. It's now just the midst of, the Great War that rumbled on for ages. So, it's an interesting kind of interesting sort of alternate reality we're in here, where World War One is just, the Great War is still carrying on, which is why things look a bit like this. So the tractors, they sort of look okay, but they do look a little bit sort of, early 20th century-ish, which I do quite like. It does look good. I do think it looks good. And I like the fact that the people do stuff in the buildings. That it's not just like an empty building where it's going, yeah, right, that's a farm. There's people going out into the fields and there's little vehicles moving things around and people driving the forklifts and stuff. Yeah, it looks good. It sort of feels lived in, if you like. It feels lived in. Right, let's go back over here and hang on, clear the sort of build menu thing. Right, what is next? Lookouts are reporting that a large group is on the way here. Probably buddies of the previous inhabitants. Orders. Send someone to negotiate, but keep an armed detail on the ready if things go sideways. I don't care if that's their mothers. Send whoever we have still on to cut them off. I'm not letting that scum back in here. Okay, I think we do the negotiating thing because we are nice. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them a chance. So, yes, pop out and see what happens. Ah, okay. Oh, little tanks. Okay, again, sort of very early tank design things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, right, things might have gone bad. There's a bridge. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Right, okay, that didn't go entirely according to... Oh, hang on a minute. An explosion happened near those guys carrying the ammo. That's probably... Okay, they've knocked the top off the church. I mean, that's just going to make it look all very, very unsightly, isn't it? Right, you guys, we don't like you guys. You guys have turned up and you're causing problems. Boo to you guys. Oh, is that tank coming to order? Oh, no. I don't know who's fighting it. Which are our side? Is the tank... The tank is a baddie tank. Okay. The tank is a baddie tank. And, okay, they're gunning it across here very quickly. Where are we? Where's... I don't know where this bridge is in relation to us. Okay, they've blown up a bridge. Is that bad? It's probably quite bad. It means it's got a bit of a hole in it now, which is probably not great. The bridge is down. Yeah, I did see. With a violent clash, followed by the downing of the river bridge, the brigands have shown their intentions. Okay, so even though we tried, they were still being, slightly uncooperative. They are less than pleased with you taking over territory they deemed theirs, and will stop at nothing to take it back. Your staunch resolve stopped them for now, but you can surely expect their attacks to continue until you flush the last them out of the region completely. I mean, our staunch resolve, we didn't do anything. You did it all for us, game. But okay, we are 10 labourers down. They've retreated, for now at least, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before they try again. Our guys can't follow them because of the bridge, which gives that scum more time to recover. Whatever may be, without some proper security, we are sitting ducks. We've got to get a military base up and running and start training some militia. Right, okay, so now we need to get some kind of fighty people. Although, the salvage option has now appeared. Okay, we can salvage things. We can get glass, concrete, bricks, and some more shiny plywood because we can't get enough plywood. Okay, so salvage that and... Okay, all of the stuff around here has sort of vanished. So we salvage a block? Do we salvage a block? And then also, it wants us to check out the nearby ruined factory, which I think is that, is it? So do we salvage that as well? That's a damaged depot. The nearby factory is... Oh, there. Is that it? That's got artillery shells in it and army rations. Okay, they've got red things. No, we haven't got enough workforce. I assume because they're over here doing this salvaging. So, yeah, okay, right, we'll let them get on with it. Okay, so we've scavenged everything from that building and, yeah, it just kind of vanishes. It just vanishes into nothing, which is okay. Weirdly, these ruins here have taken longer to scavenge than a great big kind of depot building there. I would have thought it would be the other way round, but do you know what? That's okay. They're nearly there, look. They are nearly there. And also, actually, is it worth having a look? No. We still need 20 workforce, I think it says. So let's let these guys finish. There's 25 people down here now, so it takes a good chunk of people to get this done. So that kind of evaporates into nothingness and we get glass and other bits and bobs. Okie dokie. And now, yeah, there we go. They're all green now. We can't do that because we need... Oh, we need 20 manufacturers. And I don't think we have any of them. That could be a little bit of an issue. We'll salvage that thing. So all the stuff around there goes. They can work on that. The nearby ruined factory. I'm going to assume it is that. I'm going to assume it is that there. I don't know. Is it that? Oh, here we go. This is where the troublemakers are, because there's the bridge with the big hole in it. So yeah, they were over here. That's where their tank was. Their tank has cleared off. Okay, so that is a bit of an issue. Ooh, there's a water deposit over there. There are little kind of things marked on the map, aren't there? There's a water deposit. There was something over here. Is that stone? Oh, zinc. Okay, so zinc there and copper there. So there are a few things around. A few little kind of resources dotted about. Big old kind of hill mountainy bits over there. There's some sort of a dilapidated farm all the way over there. Right, okay, so I think we are doing okay, but I'm not quite sure. I want to get that done first, so I can finish working on that. Okay, we get all the stuff. That's going to just vanish. Yeah, I don't know about this. We're going to press salvage and see what happens. Right, nothing. Nothing is happening. We need 20 manufacturers. Is this what we're supposed to be looking at? The nearby ruined factory. I'm going to go and see if maybe there's another ruined factory that we're supposed to be going to take a look at. I don't think there is. Or is it over here? There's some like trenches over here and things. Damaged warehouse. Oh, is it here? Click to start event. Over here? Okay, I'm going to click it and see what happens. What's happening over here? As you well know, Governor, training and keeping a standing army takes a lot of resources. No, we don't know that, because we haven't done it yet, because I can't find the building you're talking about. Thankfully, I might have a solution. There's a factory in the region. It's in ruins, but I'm certain we'll find a lot of what we need there. Sounds good, but I'm guessing such a treasure trove isn't just lying there unguarded. Absolutely. So what's going to be over here? Is this us going in? Are we going in? Okay, little kind of cutscene thing. Oh, there's the factory. Okay, so there's all sorts of buildings around here, but that is the factory that looks sort of intact. It looks okay. The battalion cautiously navigates the hazardous terrain of a ruined factory, unearthing machinery and tools that at once fuel productivity. A chance encounter reveals a group of skilled workers, survivors who have adapted to their grim surroundings. We can use skilled manufacturers, see if they're willing to join. Time's up, we're taking over. They better leave while we still can. I mean, no, let's see if they want to join us. Ruined factory cleared. Your worthy scout teams have located and your diligent citizens have salvaged essential resources with which to equip your army units. Okay, wonderful. We got some stuff. That is very helpful. So what do we have? We've picked up 200 handguns, 400 ammunition, which does make me wonder what those guys carrying the ammo crates around are actually moving around. Because we should have ammunition, 150 food rations, and 10 manufacturers. Okay, that is quite useful. And then all these buildings here are now ready to be torn down. They're a little bit far away from us. I don't know if distance is going to be a thing. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so if we run time on, put it onto sort of normal speed. So are we now going to have 10 of those? 13 are waiting on immigration. Let's... Ooh. Damaged labourer house. Repair. Oh, yeah, okay. Repair. Might as well. And that one as well. Do we abandoned field? Oh, we're salvaging the fields. But we're repairing the houses. Okay, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Let's fix up the houses whilst we still can. And yeah, let's attach some roads to them as well. Let's get it all sort of connected up properly. Okay, whilst they're repairing those houses, maybe we should go and see what's happening over here. What's the next thing that we have to do? As expected, the factory storage was full. Resource-wise, we're covered for a little while. It's not sustainable in the long run, but we can train and arm at least a basic army. Okay, so what are we waiting for? To create an army, simply build a new military base. A commanding officer, the army's general, is automatically assigned and the army is formed, though initially the army won't have any units. It's up to you to train individual army units that an army consists of. All of this is primarily done through the military base info panel. Okay, so build a fighty thing. Military base. It's quite expensive, but let's get it done. And you know, it can go in the middle. It can go in the middle. We'll put it there. There we go, wonderful, we have our first military base. Okay, Chappie there is saying we have to train up units, that's absolutely fine. However, that's quite interesting. The world map is now accessible. Okay, that could be quite intriguing. How do we get to the world map? Open the world map. Okay, where are we? I suspect, yes, we're over here in Central Europe. Right, what do we have with all these things over here? What's that? A country upgrade. Oh, hang on a minute, hang on. We're representing this entire region, are we? We, with our little teeny tiny hamlet which consists of sort of one vegetable farm and one kind of wheat farm, is covering this entire area. Okay, so what if we press upkeep is 0? I'm going to press that button and see. Oh, choose an upgrade. Oh, so we can build different upgrades out and about in the region that we're also controlling, and that gives us exciting things. Oh, okay, so if we put a farming centre over there, that boosts the production of the region's agricultural stuff. So that might mean that we get more sort of grain and vegetables and things. I'm going to press that button to see what happens. I'm just going to click it. This will demolish the existing upgrade and replace it with a new one, but there isn't one. So yeah, alright, do that. Build us a little kind of farming thing. I wasn't sure if we were supposed to do that, but that's all fun. I'm sure the game will come and say many words at us about this. There are quite a lot of words in this game. Right, go back to here. So, right, we've got that, and now we need to train up some units. Right, we can move the map out the way. Can we have the map down in the bottom left? That's typically where sort of mini-maps go, isn't it? Okay. So, unit training, awaiting orders. Here we go, units. So we've got one regiment of militia. So if we say, okay, we want another regiment of militia. So have another one of those, please. And then let's get a third. And then get, what's that? A field gun. That sounds exciting. So we can shoot at fields. Take that, fields. Okay, yeah, we'll train up. Can we train up one of those? Can we do one of the... Oh, I've done 2. That's probably fine. We'll just let that sort of tick over. Right, okay, what do we have to do now? Unit training. When you select a military base, you have a complete overview of the army, calling that base their HQ. If there are any empty slots, then they can be created. Okay, that's fine. What do you want us to do? 3 additional militia. Okay, I think we've got that covered. That is currently underway. It's quite slow. 45% of the way through the training. I think, are they dropping something off? It looks like maybe they're delivering something. Are they delivering ammunition or weapons or something to here to allow the training to continue? Because there are little vehicles sort of coming around that way. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Right, runtime on nice and quick. Let's get that done. Look, it's going to take a little while to get this sorted. Can we build anything else apart from decorators? A manufacturer house. Maybe we could get some of those. Oh, of course. They're not moving in because they have nowhere to live, Penge. You need to give them houses to move into. Their houses are far fancier than these. Maybe I should have built them slightly further away. I feel like the labourers over here are going to be a bit grumpy that the neighbours next door have got big fancy houses. Oh, they've got individual houses. Oh, no, hang on. There's 2 there. There's 2 there. But look, they've got little kind of post boxes and dustbins. They've got a little kind of tree arrangement with benches. They've got little outside bits, somewhere to park their cars. Very fancy. Okay, right. 15 manufacturers. Okay, so maybe now can we go down here and salvage that building? Because, yeah, 24 manufacturers. That'll give us some sort of extra stuff. Right, so do that, please. So salvage that. They can nip down there and work on that, please. We've picked up many exciting, shiny things. And then how are we doing over here? Are we 66%ish through training the next militia unit? I think we are. What I would like to do is see how the combat works. Because so far, we've not done any fighting. It's all been done for us. We've kind of just sat and watched the fighting happen. So I would like to see what happens when we actually get to control units and have a bit of a fight. If we get to control units, I do not know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, hang on. It's 3 additional militia units. I think we've only trained 2 additional ones to go with the one that was already there. Okay, hang on. We'll get another militia unit on the go. Don't you worry. I mean, it's going to come after the sort of shooty field gun things. And I think we are waiting for something to come in for them. I'm not quite sure what we're waiting for, but something has got to come in for them to get on with their training. I don't know. There's something there. 0 out of 30 some things. But I don't know what that is. Do you know what? I suspect maybe we can't build these. Maybe we can't train these up. How do we abandon the thing that we're trying to build? How do we sort of... Ah, there you go. There's a tiny, teeny, tiny icon above it. I mean, that there is very small. The writing there is quite small. The thing you have to click to stop the production of it is absolutely minuscule. But okay. Right, so we should be able to work on some militia. So we'll have 4 units of that and no shooty field guns. We can't go and demolish all the fields, dearie me. Okay, I think the militia might be ready because that panel now says army deployment. Before you can utilise an army, you have to deploy it first. You can do this by selecting the army on the world map, or you can do it from the military base info panel. Click on the deploy button and choose an eligible region. Okay, deployment takes time. The further away from your capital, the longer it takes. Okay, so go to here and then press deploy, and then we want to deploy it to here. Your first army is leaving their military base, embarking on whatever task you want them on. It'll take some time for the army to fully deploy, but after that, they'll be ready for your orders. Okie dokie. So now, we just kind of have to wait until they're ready. I don't know how we know when they're ready, so let's just go back over here and wait for the next thing. Here we go. It's another event. Oh, there's a plane. Hello, it's Lord Flashheart. Hi, Lord Flashheart. Okay, right, the plane is going to hopefully not crash into anything important. Okay, might be a little bit of a fire. Right, a warning from the air. We can count ourselves lucky this time. It could have ended much worse. Thankfully, the depot guys put out any fires quickly, but we shouldn't really rely on amateurs for that. Affirmative. As the town grows, we must start looking after all the public services that the people expect. Okay. Right, so public safety is the most fundamental element of public services in Kaiserpunk. It deals with crime, natural and man-made disasters, as well as widespread medical emergencies. Fire should be your primary concern, since it can erupt at any time, usually a single fire with the least of your worries, as such small-scale problems have a rude tendency to escalate into stories of their own. Okay, right, so basically put out fires, because fire is bad. Okay, but now you want us to do another event thing, okay. Oh, right, here we go. What we got from the warehouse will only get us so far, Governor. I'm sure we can agree that we'll need more weapons and other supplies, and for that, you can bet that we have to get our one ore production going. 1 ore? I don't know what that means. Indeed, we have to become self-sufficient. Draft a production plan, and let's get to it. What about the fire? What about some sort of fire station? You just said, oh yeah, public services. They're terribly important. Build a fire station. And then it's just moved on to something else. Okay. Oh no, now it's going to get all complicated and fiddly. A single production building can produce multiple resources, just not at the same time. You can switch production to a completely different product. That naturally changes the input resources as well. Okay, makes perfect sense. Second tab of panel. Okay, right, that's fine. Could you have showed us? So start producing handgun components in a lumberyard. What? Really? A lumberyard making handguns? Okay, so it's that just there, is it? Or is it that just there? That's a lumberyard. That's condition. That's plywood. That's... Oh, here we go. Is it over there? Mining and refining ore. Okay, I'm just going to press OK on that. There's far too many pop-up-y things. Although, saying that, I don't know what I'm doing now with this. Produce components. Build an iron mine. Build a coal mine. Build a smelter. And set it to produce steel. Okay. But is the lumberyard making... Oh, lumber. Oh, I see. It's making lumber, not handguns, whatever it was. Okay, that was slightly misleading, but okay. Right, lumber. Okay, so that's used in the production of gramophones, handguns, recon biplanes, blimps, and other bits and bobs. Right, okay. I get that. So now we need to get an iron mine and a coal mine and a smelter. Okay, right. Nice, easy stuff. What about morale buildings? Can we get morale buildings? Can we get a tea room? Come on, good little tea room. Where do we need all these things as? So we need, what would they be? An iron mine. So when we're manufacturing, I don't quite know. Would it be manufacturing? Oh, there you go. It is iron mine. So must be an iron deposit. where is our nearest iron deposit? Is that's coal. That's going to be coal. Where's the nearest iron deposit? Can anybody see iron? There's some iron over there. It's quite a long way away, but it's got to be over here. Also, it's having a little bit of a... It didn't like what was going on there. Right, rotate that round. Oh, it's going all crazy. Right, put that like that. And now we need a gigantic road connecting it up. I mean, that's quite far away, isn't it? That's a very long distance away. And I imagine, is it going to complain because it's not near a depot? I mean, yeah, it really isn't near a depot, is it? It really, really isn't near one. I mean, do we put one here? Oh, I see. Has it got to go green? I think it might have to go green. Okay, put a depot there. And is that okay? I think that might be okay. That might potentially, possibly be fine. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. And then we need a coal mine. There was coal over here. So grab us a coal mine. Can only be built on coal deposits. Yep, I've got that game. That's fine. Get us a road to connect that up. Maybe from in there. Look, so boop. That's all sorted. Is that going to complain about not being near a depot? No, but you know what? We'll put one in. We'll put a depot in just there because why not? And then we need a smelter. Okay, so where is that? A smelter. Produces alloys. Okay. I mean, yeah, over here is fine. We'll pop it just there. That's okay. Drop that in. And that is wonderful. Weapon production. Weapons like handguns and rifles are produced in factories, the same building producing food rations. I don't think we're making food rations, but okie doke. The process is identical to the production of other resources. Yep, okay, thanks for that, I think. So now we want to set up the production of handguns. So build a factory like that. And, I mean, we'll put it here. Drop it there so it's not annoying these people. I don't know. No power substation nearby. Okay. Power. Have we got power? I don't think we have a power grid up and running, do we? Check road connection or build additional power substations. Do we have power substations? I don't know, game. You haven't told us about this. Something littered. I mean, okay, remember, this is a demo. This is a demo of the game, but that's clearly not how that's supposed to be. A power substation is just there. I mean, if we built one there. Hang on. Oh, we're down on plywood. My goodness me. Maybe it's because that's not making plywood anymore, is it? Yeah, make some plywood, please. Can we get some more plywood on the go? Because we need plywood to build a power station or something. I'm not quite sure. It's not told us about this yet. Game, you've not informed us about sort of power stations and things. So, do you know what? It's fine. We'll muddle through. Oh, hang on a minute. Governor, our army has finished deploying and are awaiting further orders. If I may suggest, we should march them into the neighbouring regions. They're bound to find the airbase that those scum are using to attack us. Agreed. We're in a proper peace until this hostile air force is taken care of. Right. Okay, so... Yep, I know. We can head to the world map. That's absolutely fine. Pause time for a second. Okay, so to move an army, or give any command, in fact, select the army. Okay. Oh, look, it's like we're sort of doing tabletop gaming. We've got like a little sort of city kind of thing to put on the board and a little kind of upgrade. And there's our units. Look. Okay. Oh, okay. Many aggressive arrows have appeared. Right, there you go. I did say at the very start of the video that fighting is going to be quite a big thing. And yes, this looks like it might be getting a little bit fighty. Okay, so we select them, and then commanding an army to move to a non-controlled region means attack, while the same command on a controlled region means to move. Okay, so if we go to, say, Western Europe there, which I think is predominantly France, isn't it? But let's head over there then. Oh, hang on a minute. We're not sure where the airbase is located exactly. Our best bet, based on observed flight, is Carpathia. Okay, on the plus side, Carpathia has some interesting resources that we could use. I hope you're right. Oh, it's over here. It's over here. So we've got our thing selected. So do we right-click? Are they now moving over there? Conquer Carpathia. Kind of feel like we're the baddies in this, but okay. So are they moving? Oh no, there you go. Right, preparing. Select an army and select their target. Okay, so we want to go to here. So like so. Okay, combat. When a battle starts, you're first presented with the battle preparation screen. This is where you make all the critical decisions. What timers are involved in the battle, who they attack, all that kind of stuff. Okay, once you're happy with tactical decisions, press the big button on the bottom center and let the battle play out. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to do that. Okay, tick. So we're going to send in these guys, and they've got some anti-militia. We're going to press the big button and see what happens. Okay, right, we've got a little kind of fight scene going on. We've blown up whatever that was, and we've taken, I was going to say a glorious victory, but there wasn't much glory in that. I think we just shot at one guy, just one guy who was in a box, possibly. He was just a little kind of box to hide in, and we blew it up. Okay, right, we've taken out the mighty garrison, and now we just walk in, do we? Okay, the airbase isn't here, Governor. My mistake. I'll make sure the info is 100% valid next time. Well, you buffoon. We just shot a poor innocent man hiding in a bunker for no reason at all. Oh dear. Okay, the world is split up into regions. If its stability becomes too low, you can't get anything from it. I mean, there's a lot going on in this game. There is a lot going on. We're not going to read every single little bit because there are 12 billion words, it seems. So we're just going to click around and see what happens. So, okay. Eastern Europe is rural. You get more kind of decent infantry and tanks from it. There can be upgrades. Yep, okay. What about Western Europe? Infantry are very good at attacking and very good at defending, but the artillery, fighters and bombers are not quite so good. Over there from Italy, they have fancy tanks. They've got good infantry. We can't even click on dear old Blighty. Dearie me, we'll never know what we're good at over here. What's Northampton good at? We can make shoes, that's what we can do. Right, okay, now we go back to doing the handgun thing. We'll leave you guys there for now, because I want to get this sorted. Let me try and fix this. Right, we've got some plywood. So, where were we? It was complaining about a lack of a power station, but I don't know. I mean, we've put that in. Right. And now we have a lack of power. Build additional power plants. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a little sort of wind turbine thing. Yeah, we shall have one of those, please. So if we put that there, is that now going to generate power to those? Right. Good news, Governor. We've located the enemy airbase. It's in the West Balkans. Bad news, it's better fortified than Carpathia. It's just buffing up our army with artillery, or two. Okay, good. I hope for your sake that this time the information is correct. Don't be mean to poor Arthur. Come on, Arthur's trying his best. There is a war on. Right, okay, this is fine. Yes, we know where it is. So we could do with getting some guns, which we are trying to do. So there's the factory, currently making food rations, which is good. We want to make sure that people can eat, that is fine, but we do want to make handguns. Okay, weapons in Kaiserpunk are mass-produced goods. Okay, yep, that's fine. So now, research. Okay, right, I think what we'll do is, because yeah, the demo, as we can see, is quite comprehensive. There are many words. Many words. There's a lot of stuff going on. There are many different concepts and ideas and things that the game wants us to do, and story bits and talky bits and everything else. So, given that we have a kind of research thing here, I would like to look at what we have in terms of research and then possibly just go and conquer the West Balkans. And then we'll wrap things up. I think that'll be quite a good point to finish things. So yeah, what do we have over here then? So research in Kaiserpunk is automatic and directly linked to what you're doing in the capital. Each building contributes to the progress of a development branch. The more buildings you have that contribute to the same branch, the faster it will develop, unlocking new buildings, upgrades and possibilities. Oh, okay, so research is kind of done passively depending on what you're doing, what buildings you have, and that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. Normally, you build a research lab, a research station or whatever, and then have people sort of work on a particular thing. But no, we're kind of gleaning knowledge from all the things that we are doing. As time ticks by and our people become better at doing stuff and learn more, things about the jobs they're doing, we are then picking up stuff in sort of terms of research. Oh, I quite like that. I quite like that. So now it wants us to make a cellulose factory. Okay. Is that sort of green thing a good thing when it's got green sort of outline next to them? I don't know. I'm going to do that. We haven't got enough. We haven't got enough plywood. Come on, plywood people, give us some more plywood. There we go. We have sufficient plywood. Let's pop one of those in just there. Wonderful. Set up brass production, which means we need lots of exciting things. Okay, can we just maybe go and conquer the West Balkans and stop their air raids? Maybe we should do that. That could be quite a good idea. We didn't mean to do that, but it's quite lovely to zoom in and have a look around. Hey, everybody. Hello. There is a lot of detail in the buildings. I do think it looks really good. There's a lot of detail. Look, they've got sacks out there and some sort of plants. On the front there, they've got a little kind of porch with like a little table out there and a rug and such. Bit of litter going on. Please tidy up after yourselves. They've got sort of their carpets hanging up across the street there. I mean, yeah, bunting would be better, but, when needs must, hang your carpets out. It looks really good. I don't think it looks nice, but there you go, an accidental zoom in, and we saw some lovely, lovely detail. Okay, are we going to be able to get down here? So let's bring our people to here. Bring them home again. There you go, you can pop home and have a little sit down. It's going to be nice. So if we go in and try to attack here... Hang on, click them. No, click them. I think they're in transit, possibly. Are they sort of now preparing? Is that what that means? They've now turned up and they're just having to sit down. They're getting some clean uniform on, all that kind of stuff. I think it says army ready over there. So we'll wait till it says that, and then we're going to have a little look around. But yeah, time wasn't moving then, so probably that didn't help overly, did it? No, I think they are still sort of preparing. I think they're sort of getting ready to do something or other. So we'll wait until that icon goes away. Okay, I think we might have run into a little bit of a problem. I don't think the game has taken into account the fact that I do like to build many, many exciting things. And the fact that we have built many, many exciting things means that I think we need to pay quite a lot of money to maintain those very, very exciting things. And right now, we don't have any money at all. We are down minus 8.4 thousand monies, which is not great. Income is 753, but expenses is 957. So currently every single month or cycle or half day or day, whatever it is, we are losing 204 monies. And I don't know how to get it back. I don't know how to get money back. Is there a trading thing? Is there some sort of kind of selling screen where we can sell things on? I have absolutely no idea at all. So right now, the game is saying, hey, build a copper mine. But that costs 600 money. And we can't do that because we are 8,400 money down. So we have hit a little bit of an issue. So possibly we're going to just have to bail on this thing here and maybe just see if we can conquer the West Balkans. Maybe. Can we just take a few more units? We have got infantry tanks, but that training cost is 30 infantry tanks. I mean, we've got steel. Can we make an infantry tank? I've got no idea. That is a resource that I cannot identify. What is this? It's like the tiniest thing. I don't know what that is. We'll run time on. Let's run time on nice and quick. I mean, the money's just going to keep tumbling, so it's fine. We have no money. I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with that. We're 22% of the way through. I mean, yeah, if we're making a little infantry tank, surely we've got the stuff for that. Come on, we must have the stuff for that. I can't see what it is. It says training cost 90 something and 30 infantry tank. But I don't know. Do you know what? Cancel that. I don't think it's going to work. How about we just get a lot of militia? Just train up as many militia as we can. I don't know if we're going to have any people to actually go and train up. And we can't build any more houses because we haven't got any money. Yeah, we've broken the game. Oh, no, hang on. I don't think it costs any money to get housing. I don't think it costs money. We could possibly just get some housing in. Yeah, there we go. Look, we can put some houses in. It's going to be fine. There we go. Just drop an extra bit of housing in around the place. And then we can try and get some more labourers in. And then maybe... Oh, now we're out of the other stuff. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Nobody's noticed that this is all broken. Oh, I think the issue with training up these people is that we don't have enough shooty guns. We only have 36 handguns to give them, and they need 50 because the battalion is of 50 people and they each want to have a shooty gun, which makes perfect sense to me. That's absolutely very sensible indeed, you lot. So we do need to get some more shooty guns, and I went down here to see why we weren't making any shooty guns, and it was because I think we were lacking lumber. So I went over to here to say, okay, you lumberyard, stop making plywood, because we told them to make plywood so we can build lots of buildings, and instead get some lumber on the go. And now I think it's all working again. Yeah, there we go. So they've got lumber. There is now 14 lumber in there, so they can carry on making the guns. And over here, have we trained them up? I think yes. I think they've done those. Is that what they've done? No, I still think they're working on it. They need another 2 guns. But I think, yeah, can we watch? Can we sort of see with these sort of vehicles pootling about if they're going to get the guns? I think you might be stocking up on guns. I think they've produced 6 guns. They're going to put it into the depot. And somebody from the depot is going to come out with the guns and drive it over. In fact, 54 out of 50. It's already happened. Okay, so that's going to be at 100%. We have another load of militia trained up, which is very good. And another one is queued. We've got enough people. So I suspect maybe, again, it's just a lack of guns, possibly? It's not entirely clear from this. Or are we all ready? Why are they... Oh, are they like that because they're not deployed? Oh, deploy. Oh, I see. And they're queued up, but we didn't start them? I don't fully understand that either. But okay, right. Let's wait the 1 day and 17 hours it's going to take for them to deploy, and then possibly we'll have a fight in the West Balkans. I mean, I don't rate our chances, but we'll give it a go. Okay, the army is ready. Let's pop over to the world map. That's a lovely bit of the world we're looking at, but we're more interested in over here. So if we look at the West Balkans, they've just got a little bit more anti-militia stuff. Let's give it a go. They've turned their little kind of turrety thing to shoot at us, and we've just defeated them. I thought you implied that was going to be an incredibly difficult fight. Chappie who keeps talking to us. That was not that difficult at all. We can just go in and just sort it out. We've taken over the West Balkans, and the airbase is pretty much intact, Governor. What we'll do with it is, of course, up to you, but I'd suggest keeping it operational. It would be wise to be airborne. Regardless, I don't expect any more air raids anytime soon. Somebody has just wandered over into Eastern Europe. Hello over there. The West Balkans has been conquered. Okay, there we go. The field of battle has fallen silent. Scorched equipment and bodies fill the horizon. The smell of blood lingers in the air. You are victorious, and there is no doubt that the word of your victory will spread, bringing with it both those seeking peace as well as the other kind. Okay, and you know what? With that done, that seems like a very, very good point to wrap things up for now. I think we will finish things up with our little look at Kaiserpunk, although, saying that, God, they're deployed, aren't they? Hang on, they're doing a thing. What are these guys doing here? Are they trying to take our territory here? Are they trying to conquer Eastern Europe? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I mean, our guys down here are just kind of chilling out in the West Balkans for now. I was possibly thinking about heading over there to a bit of a fight, but do you know what? No, it's okay. You can have it. You're welcome to it. It's lovely over there. Very nice part of the world. Very, very pretty. Right, okay, so yes, we shall wrap things up for now. I think, yeah, we have had a pretty good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff. And I think, I can see the potential. I can see what they're trying to do. I think maybe the demo, we can go right down to ground level. I think maybe the demo itself needs a little bit of work. The demo itself seems potentially slightly wibbly at parts. And also it seems quite long. There's a lot of words. You kind of get the middle bit popping up and that bit on the right popping up, and then the decisions you make. There's a lot to sort of read through and kind of understand. It would be a little bit sort of better if the game could sort of, I don't know, maybe introduce the concepts slightly quicker or in a different way that feels less sort of text heavy. Maybe sort of more introduce it as you're playing by popping the screens up. I don't know, but something different. There was a lot, I get it, there's a lot of concepts. There's a lot going on in the game to try and sort of understand. but it did seem quite sort of wordy in the demo. But I mean, yeah, everything sort of worked. I think this is a bit of a problem. We've got no money at all. We have no money, and I don't know how to make any money, so we can never ever set up brass production. So we've sort of broken the demo again in sort of that way. It's kind of gone a bit wibbly. We're being attacked. I'm going to auto-resolve. We've defended our region. Hooray, a thing happened. Good. I'm going to pause the game in case we get attacked again. But yeah, I can see what they're trying to do. And I like the idea. I like the idea of it. City builder just here. And then world map fighty stuff over here. That is quite good. I like all that. But it does need a little bit of work. Sometimes it's quite hard to work out what people are doing. And that sort of spinny icon means that they're waiting. But I wasn't quite sure. So some bits just need a little bit of sort of, a little bit of polish, I think. Some of the game mechanics just need a little bit of refinement to make it slightly easier to understand what's going on. There were points where I was thinking, I don't really know what's going on. And it might be just because I just misread something. Or I just didn't follow what was going on. It might be because of information overload, because there were 12,000 things to read and understand. Or maybe it just needed better explanations on it. I'm not entirely sure. But I think overall, the sort of the feel of it, and the theme, if you like, and the sort of the world they've built is very good. It's very good. I quite like it. I like this sort of bit here where you build your little settlement up and you try to get resources and production chains and everything else. It looks wonderful. Lots of kind of distinct buildings going on, and it feels lived in. People are moving about and little kind of cars are zipping around, and there are tractors and things going on. So it looks really good. It looks sort of very vibrant and dynamic and such like. But yeah, I think maybe it just needs a little bit of refinement just to sort it out. But I think the core is here. The core is here, and they can work on it because it's an early demo, so I'm sure they'll sort of refine things as they go. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to play. It's been very enjoyable, and I think maybe at some point in the future, when it's a little more refined than this, when they've sort of, fixed up a few bits and bobs and sorted a few bits out, we might possibly come back to it for a slightly longer run, maybe in some early access version or a full version or whatever. We will see in due course. But yes, we shall wrap things up for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. I really hope I don't have to send children down into coal mines or whatever, because I would feel like a terrible person. Hello, robot, and I shall call you Alan. Still some homeless people, still hungry people, still sick people. Okay, if you try and reach London, you will end up frosty and dead. Great big human lollipop.